Hi everybody, welcome back. This is a video on Acqua Viva by Profumum Roma. This is one of my first perfume loves that I ever had, going back probably 10 or 15 years ago. I came across this, I don't know who it was probably some sort of perfume influencer or a Fragrantica article, I don't know. But this was touted as the lemon perfume, and it still is considered to be the lemon perfume. So I'll tell you how I feel about that, if I agree with it, and I'll also be comparing it with the perfume that it seems to be most associated with, and that is Eau d'Adrien by Annick Goutal. This is the Eau de Parfum version. This is also not one of the most recent versions of Eau d'Adrien. I have that somewhere in my closet here, but and I'll actually discuss that in a different video. But Eau d'Adrien is a perfume that is most compared to Acqua Viva, and I'll tell you the differences which I prefer. So Acqua Viva came out in 2006, and the website lists just 3 notes: Amalfi lemon, Bruma volcano, and cedar. And then they also list laburnum on the Fragrantica page. So a very simplistic note breakdown. I can tell you though, I actually made my own Acqua Viva using a GCMS report from this fragrance formulator. Basically, you take perfumes and put them through this machine, and then it gives you all this data that you can decipher and figure out which perfumery ingredients make up those chemical constituents. So I actually made my own version of Acqua Viva right there, and the ingredients list was pages long. Many ingredients go into making this perfume, even though it only has 3 listed notes. So I thought that was interesting because some people might see it and think this only has probably lemon essential oil, some woods, isoe super, but actually there's a lot that goes into it. Okay, so with Acqua Viva, comparing these two, I would say Acqua Viva is definitely more of a pure lemon experience. It is more bitter, it's more sour, and it's more sweet compared to Eau d'Adrien, which I find to be more complex. I would also say that the lemon in Acqua Viva is definitely more of a edible kind of lemon, and the food that I would most associate it with would be a lemon lozenge candy. And that might be because I get the slightest suggestion of that powdery film that you find on lemon candy, like the hard candies, especially the old-fashioned ones. This isn't a powdery perfume, but I get that aromatic texture just a little bit with this perfume. And then I might also compare it to a lemon sorbet, and that's actually what the website says about this perfume. They say drinking a lemon sorbet, so I don't know if that's some sort of Italian translation problem because you usually just eat sorbet, you don't really drink it. I don't know if they were thinking of something else, maybe like a lemon soda, but I could see this smelling like a lemon sorbet, a very tart and zippy fresh lemon juice sorbet. So not something that's kind of like a stale Haagen-Dazs that has been sitting on the shelf for a while. This is like brand spanking new lemon sorbet. So it definitely delivers with lemons if that's what you're interested in. And I think it does smell very naturalistic. Like I was saying, Eau d'Adrien to me is more complex. And actually, I get a lot of dry woods in Eau d'Adrien. Specifically, I get lots of cedar. And I know that the note breakdown for that perfume actually has, what does it have? It has Sicilian lemon, citron, grapefruit, bergamot, mandarin, juniper berries, cypress, ylang ylang, and musk. That's what's in the most current information on the Goutal website. By the way, it's called Goutal now, not Annick Goutal. So I definitely get a lot of cedar or cypress. It's this very Dry, warm, woody smell. Uh, I actually think it pairs very well with the lemon. And I know there's other citrus notes in here, but you definitely get lemon. You're not getting the grapefruit and you're not getting the bergamot necessarily. I think the bergamot actually might play a nice bridge between the woods and the lemon note. So you do get more complexity with Eau d'Adrienne. Also, the ylang ylang, I think, gives a nice touch of tanginess and tartness to the lemon note. And it's a little bit of a different tang than the sourness that Acqua Viva has, which to me is a bit more bright and sparkling. And in here, it's a little bit more deep. And then what else can I say? So if I had to conjure an image for both of them, I would say with Acqua Viva, it's more of a bright white yellow, like if you're staring into the sun. That's the kind of feeling I get. Whereas in Eau d'Adrienne, I get more of a deeper yellow color. And there's a lot more of a greenery going on, especially when you first apply it. You get this very nice herbal feeling along with the lemons and the woods. So the image I get for Eau d'Adrienne is you're sitting in a small southern Italian town. It's a very warm and sunny day, and you're maybe sitting at a outdoor cafe. There are these gnarly cypress trees growing throughout the what is it called, the plaza, and they're blocking out a lot of the sun, but you're still getting dappled sunlight on yourself. And then maybe there's a warm breeze blowing through the air and you're getting some wafts of lemon. That's how I feel with Eau d'Adrienne. I don't see in this fantasy the person staring up into the sunshine. I think they're just kind of sitting and luxuriating under the sun, but also kind of in the shade. And there's warmth in the air. With Acqua Viva, you're in the direct sunlight and you're maybe staring into the sun. There's nothing marine about it, so I don't want to say you're by the ocean, but maybe just like in a field or something like that. So those are the images that I would give you. Maybe that helps out. And then as far as the wear goes, okay, so this is surprising to me. This is very surprising. With Acqua Viva, people say it is a very strong wear. I do not find that to be true. I have tried various bottles of Acqua Viva. This is one of the bottles I have. And I've had decants in the past, and they all perform pretty much the same way. And I get maybe like 4 or 5 hours of wear out of it. And that's me wearing an application that's maybe 10 plus sprays, which is pretty intensive for a extrait perfume. So that surprises me. And then I also don't feel like when I'm wearing it, like the projection is very loud. I don't feel like I'm leaving a ton of sillage. It feels like it's really close to my skin. And I'll also say I'll apply it to my clothes too. So it's not just skin, it's my clothes as well. So that was sort of disappointing about Acqua Viva, how it wore, because I really was expecting it to be a beast mode kind of experience. With Eau d'Adrienne, with this specific batch, I don't know what you'd call it, this bottle design, I've noticed that it actually has a pretty strong wear, and I can put it on in the morning, and then by the evening time, I'm still picking it up on myself. And that might even include having gone to the gym, running errands, humidity. So every time I wear it, it's not the exact same experience, but the majority of the time with this version of Eau d'Adrienne, Eau de Parfum, I do get a nice wear out of it. And I feel pretty pleased about that. I think that that is everything I can think of concerning these two perfumes. So yeah, like I said, if you want a straight up lemon, nothing else going on, go with Acqua Viva. If you want lemons, but a little bit more to it, go with Eau d'Adrian. I personally prefer the Eau d'Adrian over Acqua Viva. I I just enjoy the wear and I think it lasts longer. I feel it on me more. So I just kind of like that one. And I also am really into the bottle. I think the bottle is so pretty and kind of over the top, but in a way that doesn't feel like gross or suffocating. It's just a very exciting, fun experience all the way around with Anik Goutal in general. That's everything that I can think of to say. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. Any thoughts or if you disagree with me. And I am planning on putting together a lemon compilation, hopefully soon. So I will be discussing these perfumes in that video as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.